Alec, can you please say free Palestine one time? Why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time? No jail time, Alec?
So sorry.
No jail time, Alec. You're putting innocent people in jail, Alec Baldwin.
Things aren't going well for Alec Baldwin. And here's the thing. I'm kind of torn about this. I really am. All right, yesterday, accused manslaughterer Alec Baldwin was trying to get a bougie coffee at a way overpriced coffee bar in New York, and he was accosted by a left-wing pro-Palestine protester. And, well, it got a little ugly. I want you to watch this, and then we'll discuss.
Alec, can you please say free Palestine one time? Why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time? No jail time, Alec?
So sorry.
No jail time, Alec. You're putting innocent people in jail, Alec Baldwin.
So sorry.
Free Palestine, Alec, just one time, and I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone, I swear. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. One time.
Call the police.
One time, Alec. You know he's a criminal. You know he's a criminal. Come on, Alec. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. Just one time, please. And I'll leave you alone. Free Palestine. Israel. Zionism. Please say it. One time.
Could you do me one quick favor?
Alec, can you?
Sorry. I don't mean to laugh. But when you watch, you're right. Emergency recovery coordinator in the Rumble chat. That did sound like Cardi B. That could absolutely be Cardi B. I got to talk about my underpants. Coronavirus. Knowing Alec Baldwin. So Alec Baldwin has a bit of a temper. You might not know about this, but he does not like people getting in his face with a camera, and he tends to start punching. It took 53 seconds, but you can see it. If you watch him, you can see it simmering. You can see it boiling over. You can see the rage that look at his face. And then he stands in the doorway and now watch his face. Look at, the rage is building. It's mounting. I love it. He says, go call the police. About what? She's standing in a coffee shop talking. Well, you think you get the Praetorian Guard to protect you? He's holding the door for her as if she's going to walk out. And then now just watch his face. The rage is building. It's mounting. He's like, I really shouldn't hit her. I really shouldn't hit her. I'm just going to make matters worse. But he can't help himself. He can't help himself because he's a rage monster. And there it goes. And that's why it's kind of believable that he negligently killed that poor woman, the cinematographer, on the set of his movie. Things aren't going well for Alec Baldwin. And here's the thing. I'm kind of torn about this. I really am. Because I do want to live in a polite society. I want people like Alec Baldwin or people who work in the Trump administration or me to be able to go and get a cup of coffee and not get harassed by someone like this. I do. I want that to happen. I want to live in that society. So part of me is like, this makes me uncomfortable. You made your point. Now move on, get out of his face. Although that's just a very small part of me. The other part of me likes the fact that it took less than a minute for Alec Baldwin to be able to properly show his rage like that, to properly show his ill temper. You know why? You know why I like that? Because Alec Baldwin belongs to and supports the political party that used to do this a very short time ago.
If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
Yeah. See, that's Alec Baldwin's pal. That's Alec Baldwin's party. And if you just, he's just an actor. No, he's not. He's an activist. He always has been. He is a huge political operative. He used to have a serious talk show on MSNBC, by the way, where he would push his political agenda. He just happens to push his political agenda when he's play acting, either on Saturday Night Live or whatever show or movie that he happens to be on. But it's all about pushing his political ideas and agenda. He is an activist. And he's one of the meanest, most vicious activists out there. And these are his people. These are his people. This is the party and the organization and the group that he supports. The ones who said, you see anyone who works in the Trump campaign, you gather people and get in their face. And that's exactly what they did. You remember Sarah Huckabee Sanders got accosted in a restaurant in Virginia, just trying to have a private dinner. Kellyanne Conway, same thing happened to her at a restaurant in DC, a Mexican restaurant. Ted Cruz was at an Italian restaurant in Washington, D.C. during the Trump administration. Protesters went into the restaurant. He had to go into the kitchen so that he didn't create a scene because he was trying to defer to the other diners in the restaurant. This is what they do to us and our side all the time. So yes, part of me feels uncomfortable and sad for Alec Baldwin that he has to deal with this, until I realize that this is exactly the kind of behavior that Alec Baldwin has spent his adult life promoting and celebrating. And let's not forget, you didn't have to be a person of any public profile. You didn't have to be a politician. You didn't have to work in the Trump cabinet. No, during 2020 in Washington, D.C., during the Black Lives Matters rallies, protests, riots, and looting, arson-filled mob scenes in Washington, D.C., if you were merely an individual dining in a restaurant and you refused to lift up your fist and join the mob in their racist chants, this is what they did to you. When I hear the chants of no justice, no peace, as they swarm around this innocent woman who's just trying to have a glass of water and a meal sitting outside a restaurant in Washington, D.C., I kind of lose my sympathy for Alec Baldwin, who just had to deal with a nuisance of a Cardi B sound-alike asking him to support Palestine. And by the way, she's a leftist, Alec. She's also on your side because it's your group, it's your party, it's your fellow activists who are propping up, supporting, and celebrating the anti-Israel, pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas people, just like that woman who you just punched in the coffee shop. So that little part of me that felt sorry for Alec Baldwin, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So I don't know if I'm so torn anymore about this. That said, I can't believe it, but we're going to have to turn to the wise old oracle, the senator from Pennsylvania in the hoodie, who actually had some wise words about this kind of behavior.
But it is not appropriate or illegal, or it's helpful to advance your argument if you show up in a Starbucks with a bullhorn and start yelling at people, and that doesn't make you noble, it just makes you an asshole. It's very American to protest and to do that in the appropriate way. Then I absolutely support that. I'm not suggesting that you have to agree with my view, but it's just saying it doesn't really allow you to disrupt lives and to inflict those kinds of damages on people that are just trying to get on with their lives.
All right. He has a point. No, he does. He makes sense. I got to say, he makes more and more sense all day. He has a point. This isn't protest, and then this isn't a time to feel vengeful. These people are being a-holes. I feel bad now. You know what? I'm that little part of me that feels bad for Alec Baldwin. It's back. It's true. We shouldn't encourage this kind of thing. It's not right. It's not fair. And after all, everything that he did on Saturday Night Live with his Trump parody and all that, it wasn't about everyday Americans. It wasn't about voters. It wasn't about you and me. It was about Trump. He was making fun of Trump, not the voters, not the American people, not everyday Americans who just happened to vote for Trump, right? He was mocking the king. He was speaking truth to power. He wasn't punching down at the little guy or anything, was he?
And I'm proud that you asked me up here.
I think you got a couple of typos on that shirt.
No, this was taken verbatim from one of your tweets, therefore it's correct. The words need to change because you said so, sir. This man is under attack. It's deep state lizard conspiracy.
I'm with Bikers for Trump. And if they try to get rid of you, then all us bikers, we're gonna ride. Kind of the only thing we do.
Do you know why they're doing this to me?
I do, sir, because I watched it in a news machine.
I love you and I worship you as the one true white lord. I heard that if you read the title of Michelle Obama's Becoming backwards, it spells knee mock ebb, and it's a synonym for another witch word. And if you spell snort backwards, that spells trans. So yeah, they're coming for us.
Oh, actually, I guess I was wrong about that whole he doesn't punch down and he's not making fun of everyday Americans who support Trump. He's just going after the president. There's nothing wrong with mocking the president. That's a good American tradition. I guess I got that one wrong. Actually, Alec Baldwin is a mean, nasty, obnoxious, rude SOB who thinks that you're the scum of the earth and actually uses his power and his platform and his profile to call you a stupid, sadistic conspiracy theorist who doesn't deserve to have a place in American society. You know what? I'm back to not caring about Alec Baldwin. In fact, I'm back to enjoying this moment. Let's enjoy it one more time.
Can you please say free Palestine one time? Why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time? No jail time, Alec?
Sorry.
No jail time, Alec. You're putting innocent people in jail, Alec Baldwin.
I'm so sorry.
Free Palestine, Alec, just one time, and I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone, I swear. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. One time.
Call the police.
One time, Alec. You know he's a criminal. You know he's a criminal. Come on, Alec. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. Just one time, please. And I'll leave you alone. Free Palestine. Israel. Zionism. Please say it. One time.
Could you do me one quick favor?
Yeah, that satisfies my soul. Sorry, Alec. This is the world you created. This is the society that you celebrated. This is the culture that you have helped create. Now, we don't feel sorry for you at all.